musician, and I guess I kind of was intrigued by putting music together, so that's how I became a music producer. I've been a music producer for a long time now, so
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But I mean, it's not. I don't really. For me to tell you how I started, nah, I'm not really
Mm-hmm.
sure. Can't
Mm-hmm.
remember. Wow,
Okay, so what inspired you or what motivated you to get started?
that's actually a good question. I've actually haven't asked myself some of these questions myself, so I guess listening to music that I really enjoyed, and
Mm-hmm.
um, and figuring out the process of being able to get it out of your mind and into people's ears, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and then figuring out how, and then finding out as I grew, okay, there's an industry involved and what
Mm-hmm.
steps do I need to take to join that industry.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, but yeah, I guess that's how I got started. And I started doing my research, how it's done,
Yeah.
because
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed, like, I mean, like most musicians, I start off in the church, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
but for me,
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was always another level to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
how do you get that kind of music? How do you get music that's in your heart and in your mind into the eyes and souls of other people? So I understand that that's the job of a music producer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
as I grew older, I then started to learn that being a music producer, is actually more administrative than anything. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So
I
what
guess
does
I'm still in the journey. Pardon?
yeah. So what does a music producer do? Like what do you do?
Okay, so basically, anyone or anyone that wants to release a song or to record a song, um, gives me a call, and
Sorry, do
my
you
job is,
mind repeating that? You froze. I didn't hear anything you said.
pardon?
Sorry, you
I
froze. Do you mind
froze.
repeating what you
Okay.
said? Yes.
Um, basically, my job is to put it all together. So if an
Mm-hmm.
artist, someone that wants to record a song, wants to record a song, he or she approaches me and says, "Hey, I'd like to put a song together." So my job is
Mm-hmm.
kind of to pick the different elements and put them all together, that kind of produce a song or to make the song you kind of hear on TV or any platform. Or, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's really administrative, very musical as well. I start by constructing a demo or an arrangement. Then if the
Mm-hmm.
artist likes it, then I end up finding musicians and singers, and kind of like the whole process of from when the artist or singer records a song to kind of
Mm-hmm.
when it comes out on radio or on CD or YouTube, whatever. That's kind of
Mm-hmm.
what I do to finish. Yeah.
Okay. So how long
Mhm.
does it usually take to produce a song like from the start to the finish?
Um, really, there's no really set time because
Mm-hmm.
some songs take up to a year. Some you can do it in a week, you can do it in 2 days. It's
Mm-hmm.
it really depends. I always say don't rush the process, let it happen naturally.
Mm-hmm.
You don't wanna release a song when it hasn't reached its full potential. So
Yeah,
and sometimes
definitely.
with full potential, yeah, well, sometimes with that full potential, it takes quite a while. Sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but some people do it quick. Some people
Yeah.
do it quick. Really
Okay.
depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of genre do you go with, or do you kind of do everything?
Yeah, personally, I told myself musically, I have no genre. I try my
Mm-hmm.
best to do it all,
Okay.
but I mean, it seems to me over the years people have been favoring gospel, so that's what I've been doing
Mm-hmm.
these days, you know. And within the gospel arena, anything, I try. I just recently produced a track for a local artist, and it was very CCM kind of, a lot of guitars, and it wouldn't be something that you would look at me and be like, okay, Emmanuel produced that, but I gave it a
Yeah.
shot because, and it got radio play, so I'm actually pretty proud of myself. So yeah,
Congratulations. That's good. That's
thank
good.
you, thank you, thank you.
So what kind of clients, how do you find clients or like how does that process work? Like do people approach you? Do you find clients your own way or how do you market yourself, I guess?
Well, well, personally, just like any good business that you start,
Mm-hmm.
usually by word of mouth. Sometimes, well, how people find you is you don't really find people. I'm in the process of starting my own record label, so I guess you can
Mm-hmm.
say that in a few months from now, I will be finding artists to record and to groom
Mm-hmm.
and to develop and stuff like that. But for now, you really, like any good business, you really don't know how people find you. Some could be through recommendation, could be some way I've heard something that you've produced before, and they look at the credits and they see your name there and they're like, oh, I like this guy, let me call him. Or some people
Yeah.
reach out to you on Facebook, or some people may have seen a video of you somewhere, somehow, someplace, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
like anything that you get recognized, and how you get recognized is,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, different avenues and getting recognized, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, people often reach out to me and be like, okay, yeah, I found your work, or I heard this, I heard that, I saw you here, I saw you there, I saw you playing at a concert somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I want to record a song. That's when the
Yeah.
process starts, and then we go from there.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. So, what schooling is required, or is there any schooling required to become a music producer?
Um, no schooling is required. I don't think it's, you have to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't go to school for music production. I'd like to though. Maybe hopefully in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as long as, I guess, if you have a passion for it, you will. If you have a passion for it, you'll figure out how to do it. But it's also recommended though to have some sort of credential on the wall,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay.
But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, you don't. Some people learn how to become music producers, but some people just kind of figure out, as they go and as they grow. And
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah, with the schooling part, unless you want the credential or something to put on the wall, I don't think you really need to go to school to become a music producer.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, there are thousands and millions of music producers out there. But it's if you get lucky or not, if I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's the right way to put it. Yeah.
Okay. So, what kind of personal skills do you think makes one a good music producer? Like, what kind of
Personal
skills?
skills.
Mm-hmm.
Being organized, I guess. Being
Oh, okay.
organized.
Okay.
Um, Never take too much on you, especially if you don't have the time to do it, because then you end up creating a bad reputation for a long turnaround time. It's just like any business. If you tell someone you're going to ship them their product in 3 to 5 days, get it done in 3 to 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
don't be over ambitious with being a music producer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I mean, I can vouch for, I can speak on behalf of many music producers, and you make a song, you produce a song, and it's like, yo, this song needs an orchestra. Don't tell your client that you're going to get the London Symphony Orchestra when you can't.
Yeah.
Just don't. Yeah, I guess with the skill set, be a good musician. I guess be a good
Mm-hmm.
musician. I know these days with the style of music that's there these days. I mean, there's not that much musicality involved in making a good beat. Um, but be a good musician. Be a musician first.
Yeah.
Yeah, be a musician first. And typically with production, have an ear for music. I
Mm-hmm.
think. I mean, I guess with any business, you can say administration skills, organizational skills, having good communication skills as well with
Mm-hmm.
your client. It's just general. But with music specifically, I think you have to be a musician, have some sort of ear for music. Like I said before, production is mainly administrative, but
Mm-hmm.
if you understand music and at least know how to put it together, you're off to a good start.
Okay. Okay, that
Yeah.
definitely makes sense. So, is this
Yeah.
a pretty competitive industry?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
These days, I mean, 20 years ago, to become a music producer, all you needed a studio, all right? And
Mm-hmm.
studios are rare, but because of the advancement in technology,
Mm-hmm.
um, anyone with a laptop and a keyboard can make a beat these days. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's very competitive. It's
Yeah.
very competitive. Like there are guys that are working around the clock to get their beats heard, and because of that,
Uh-huh.
the value of a music producer is being depreciated because so
Okay.
many people are doing it, and the industry. And from a business point of view,
Mm-hmm.
um, people are so desperate to get out there and get their beats recognized
Mm-hmm.
and get a name. So you get people like, oh yeah, 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 nah, I'll do this for free so that they can get recognized. But
Okay.
then in the long run, it chokes out because then you're like, okay, I mean, exposure doesn't pay the rent, right?
That's very true.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Okay.
very
So,
competitive.
So how do you how do you advance as a music producer? Like how do you advance your career?
Career,
Mm-hmm.
advanced career. I mean,
Like
be you, I
mm-hmm.
guess. It's really hard to, you see, being a producer, people, when they say, how do you advance the career?
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's about what do you carry that separates you from the rest, I guess. That's
Mm-hmm.
the way to put it, because one thing about it's the only language that's universal. So there are plenty of people that can do it, and there are probably 100 people that can do it better than you, or even 1,000 people that can do it better than you. So it's
Mm-hmm.
about being you. People
Mm-hmm.
will eventually like you for you. I guess they will love your sound, be distinct and be unique.
Mm-hmm.
Don't copy people. Try to be out of the box as much as
Mm-hmm.
possible. Um, don't put all your eggs in one basket as well. I mean, the whole aspect of music production is very wide.
Yeah.
So try not to put all your eggs in one basket. Explore different options and avenues.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am a musician as well. Apart from being a music producer, so at least I get to do gigs and I get to perform and I get to. Also, I started doing sound engineering as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best way to advance your career as a music producer, because then you get to learn different avenues and you get to explore different options within the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
You're not stagnant, and be ready for any type of music as well, broadening your vocabulary and musical language. Um, Try different things. Like recently, I'm now getting into movie scoring as well, so that's one thing I'm really excited to do this year,
Mm-hmm.
2019. So that's kind of advancing, you can say.
Yeah, so
Seems like
I guess learning more skills and getting more things under your
yeah,
belt. Okay.
yeah, getting because that's there's a lot I can say concerning advancing,
Mm-hmm.
but just like how you would advance your life, I just guess it's the same way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if you started off with producing out of a basement, save your money, you know, go
Yeah.
to the next level, get some more equipment, or just like any business, I guess the same skills apply. But in the music realm, what do you have to offer? Like expanding your knowledge, I guess, and your vocabulary,
Mm-hmm.
and just being persistent as well, because like I said, there are 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people that can do it better than you, but you
Mm-hmm.
just have to be that one guy that tries to stand out. And God's grace, I guess, I guess,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay. So is there such thing as a usual starting salary for a music producer?
no, never
No?
stay. Nope.
Okay. Okay. So how
I
do you
guess,
make your money as a music producer?
how do I make money?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's hard. It's hard to make money as a music producer because there's no salary. It's when you get it, you get it. Um, I guess when you develop a brand and you get
Oh.
famous, that's when you can start charging whatever the heck you like. But
Mm-hmm.
there's no salary. It's really about who calls you and how much you can negotiate. Because not everyone has the budget to record in $1 million studio, right? Not everyone has the budget to pay you um, as much as you would like. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you do, sometimes you don't. So there's no salary. It's more like, but I guess when you go deeper into the business, there are ways that you can make money. There is such thing as residual income in the music industry. But
Okay.
that's if you make the right connections, and you're smart about that and you get people to help you manage that. So
Yeah.
I guess,
Okay.
yeah, I guess you can make money, but it's hard to make money in the music industry
Mm-hmm.
these days as well. Yeah.
Okay. And is there a particular region or country where the music production industry is thriving and doing well? Or Edmonton is the it place for a music producer?
Right. Edmonton is not the it place for a music producer at all. It's
Mm-hmm.
far from it, but
Uh,
it's about to be. It's about to be.
oh.
I guess because of worldwide technology, you can say there's no it place. I mean, a long time ago, everyone would want to pack their bags to go to Los Angeles for everything, pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With technology, I don't really think it's about where you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what you're doing, and what you're releasing. Because you got
Mm-hmm.
guys down in Lagos there, and or in the Maruzeva somewhere, or in the ghettos and they're selling anything to do with it now, because technology has made it possible for the world to connect,
Mm-hmm.
and do interviews on Instagram Live, right?
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
so I guess location, but I guess some places, yeah, you do get to connect with more musicians, and I guess there are more people there. People always talk about the States. Edmonton is a lot of talent, actually. I was actually surprised. There is a lot of
Mm-hmm.
talent in Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
It just to be nurtured and groomed, and just need a lot more people to just step out their shells and really make something of Edmonton. It's really quiet over here, but I know very
Mm-hmm.
soon it will
It's on
open
the
up.
come up. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's on the come up, Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, where can we see you perform, or if someone needs to get in touch with a music producer, how do we get in touch with you?
Well, performing.
Hmm.
I do gigs here and there,
Okay.
but I guess you can just follow me on IG. I guess just follow me on
I
Instagram.
okay.
Yeah, just follow me on Instagram. If you're serious about recording and you're trying to record, yeah, follow me on Instagram. We'll talk.
Hmm. Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
I'm very these days. I'm not really much in the game as much as I used to be. Because I'm trying to finish my course. So these
Hmm.
days I'm pretty lucky, but when I'm when I'm there and I'm more established, I'll be able to have a more of an online presence. I used to have one, where
Hmm.
I'd have a SoundCloud where people listen to my stuff, or a YouTube channel, stuff like that,
Hmm.
IG. But I just retired just for a bit, just so that I can finish what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, I'm still there, but not as much as I
That's
once
beautiful.
was. I'm making a comeback as well. I'm making a comeback. So
Hmm.
if
Okay.
you need if you want to get in touch, just I guess people can just get me on IG, and we can go from there. Captain
All
Ranger.
right. Okay, that sounds good. And one more question that I have. So,
Mhm.
what advice would you give to others who are looking to become music producers?
Um, how much time do I have?
We got time.
Okay. Um, be you, and
Okay.
have a quick turnaround time. I guess the more music you understand,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the more the more risks you're willing to take. It's really hard. Sometimes you have to balance a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's really rare that you can get to a point as a music producer where you can just be a music producer and just a music producer.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, life still has to go on. Like I'm not talking as if someone that's won a Grammy or has made it to the point whereby I can fully sit down. Yeah, I mean, I can I can live off music now. I mean, because I've worked really hard to get to where I am, and I can
Mm-hmm.
I can I can pay I can pay the bills with music. Basically,
Yeah.
that's what I can
Mm-hmm.
say. But um, my advice is have short-term goals and have long-term goals as well. Don't take too much on, because that's the last thing you want as a music producer, is a reputation that, oh, this guy, keep your word, um, and always do research, expand your vocabulary, um, learn more than just one genre as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Learn different avenues of the industry, learn the business aspect, especially the business aspect. Like I've always said this. I mean, coming up, I've been in this industry for more than 13 years now, so I can tell you from experience that if I was not ignorant to understanding the business aspect of being a music producer
Mm-hmm.
early,
Mm-hmm.
if I had guidance on how to manage myself and manage my product and my business, but at the end of the day, those mistakes and those failures, they kind of contribute into you learning
Mm-hmm.
and advancing to the stage that you're at. And
Mm-hmm.
that goes with, I guess, that goes with everything in life.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes, but don't jump at stuff you're not ready for. Um, if you know you're not ready to produce for a certain artist or a certain type of music, don't put yourself in that, because at the end of the day, you're just going to create a bad brand, I guess. Be smart about your business as well. Um, Overachieve, But don't overachieve to yourself, but don't make empty promises to people because that's the
Okay.
last thing you want. It's a reputation for empty promises.
Mm-hmm.
What else? 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 Yeah, be distinct. Be you. Like you can never be someone else. You can never be me, and I can never be you in this
Definitely.
industry.
Mm-hmm.
We all contribute, and always be learning. Be humble. Um, find out as much as you can about what you're getting into, and be nice to artists. Be nice to clients as well,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you can be really talented and stuff like that, but people don't really like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's definitely some good advice. Some definitely good advice. That's all the questions that I had for you today. Is there anything else that you wanted to add before we finish up?
A lot of music producers wouldn't say this, but I know, and I know in this world of Instagram and social media, there's a lot about, don't have a plan B.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when you're getting into the music industry, have a plan B, have a plan B, have a plan
Mm-hmm.
B, simply because music, like, is something that it boils from within, right? And
Mm-hmm.
mu usually people who do music don't really do it for the money. They do it
Mm-hmm.
because they love it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, if passion could pay the bills, I'm sure all of us will be doing things that we love passionately.
Yeah.
But be smart. Be smart about your business. Make sure that you've got some sort of income coming from somewhere. Like I said to you before in the interview, apart from being a music producer, I've ventured into sound. I've ventured into audio and visual. I do sound. I mix. I master records. Um, I do a lot of things just to make sure that I'm good. Make sure you're good as a person, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
even mentally as well. If you know you're struggling mentally with anything, don't get into music because that will affect the sound. We'll hear it on the record. We'll be able to hear it if this guy
Uh-huh.
is okay.
Yeah.
It reflects. I guess that's it with everything you do in life. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, have some sort of plan. Um, because unfortunately, the best equipment and the best studios they cost money too. So um, be organized as well. I
Mm-hmm.
guess it's really a hard topic, music, because it's something that a lot of people don't like talking about. I know
Yeah.
you hear people that have made it. People that have made it. Like if you hear top end producers like Dr. Dre and Tim, those guys who have made it, it's easy for them to talk about it because um they have a bank account with a billion plus to prove it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's rare that you get a music producer on the come up who's willing to share the inside facts of the music industry, because it's when you're when you're in the outside, it looks so fun and games, but when you get in and you realize that you have not had a gig in 2 months and you've got
Mm-hmm.
bills. See, that's the reality that not a lot of people understand.
Yeah.
um so then people have to end up getting a 9 to 5 just to be able to support themselves. And
Mm-hmm.
then you kind of get home from work, you're done at 5, you get home, you've got a studio session at 6, and you're in bed by 3. It's not an easy life. It's not an
Yeah.
easy life. Be patient with it. Be patient with it. Be patient, it will come to you.
Hello? Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Sorry, you kind of froze for a little bit. Okay. Okay. So can you do a quick recap? Quick
That's my guy
recap.
Moses. That's another beast of a keyboard player right there, Moses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on ProKonnect today and spending a couple of
No
minutes
problem.
with us, letting us know about music producer and what goes on in there and how we can go in there and things like that.
No, no problem. Thank you
Thank
for having me on here.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll talk to you later, all right?
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.